What do we got?
Round 2 of the Storywood Tequila.
Well, ding, ding.
Ding,
Let's start
ding.
this round.
So last review we did the Reposado. Now we're going to do the Añejo. And the Añejo is 14 months.
14 months.
So I guess they distill it and then they immediately dump it into a ex-bourbon barrel that aged Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey. Do we know what distillery it comes
Easily.
from?
They don't mention. Just that it's a Speyside.
Okay. All right.
Michael Valentine was a chef. Really enjoyed food.
Mm-hmm.
Went home to his mother's town in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. And while there, met with a master distiller, Luis Trejo, who was making tequila. And he found that tequila was really well made. But he was curious as what the impact... Ooh, look. Oh, that sounds nice. So he was curious to see what happened as a fan of Scotch. What would happen if you barrel aged the tequila for longer than the normal period of time? So one 7 months, the other one's 14 months in a former ex-bourbon, former ex-single malt Scotch barrel. So it went across the pond and back.
Across the pond and back. Not very green, is it?
And no.
Not very green.
And so the story began with the master distiller, Luis, using his craft to create the finest 100% agave liquids, married with Michael's experience and understanding of flavor through oak aging. Together they've created some of the finest award-winning tequilas you will ever taste.
So this one
so
is,
it says.
So, same kind of barrel, just 7 months versus 14 months?
7 months versus 14 months.
Okay. Let's go.
Cheers. And all at 40%.
The nose is similar.
I'm getting a lot more of like the
vanilla. Yeah.
You know, because again, it's twice as long.
Right, twice as long.
Twice as long.
Still not a huge amount of time, but do they know? Are they aging this in Texas, or are they doing the aging in Mexico? Do we know?
I'm assuming it's in Mexico because it says it's a product in Mexico. So
Okay.
I'm guessing it's in Mexico.
I went in for a little taste. I almost knocked it over. Got a little overzealous. Let me go for a little more. This one has noticeably less like agave or vegetal notes, as you said.
Vegetative.
Vegetative? Is it vegetative or vegetal?
I don't know. I just like
Whatever
to make words up.
Veg.
If you say it with confidence, it counts.
Right. If you believe it, then it must be true. Right. Okay. You should run for president.
I concur. I find that this is far closer to me to being a Scotch-like drink than it is a tequila-like drink. And I'm not saying it's good or bad. If you're looking for tequila, I think you wouldn't find it as much here.
Right.
But you might like it just as much. I don't know.
It's good, but for me, when it's tequila, I really like Blanco tequilas. Like I prefer the unaged because I just like all those notes. Because to me, it's like this is what it's supposed to be.
You bring the noise and the funk.
Yeah, I like it that way. Not that I don't like añejos and reposados, but I think to get more of that character, I prefer just the fresh off the still, if you will. So same thing with the mezcals. I like them just the raw, unaged. I really like the añejo. I mean the reposado. This one I think just takes too much of the edge off.
You've rounded it too much.
But I think it's the same problem with all tequilas. Like I reviewed the Casamigos, and like the first one was like agave with a little bit of vanilla. Then once you get to the end, like you don't taste the tequila anymore. Right. It's still there in this one, but I think it's gotten so subtle, that I may as well just have a Scotch. Yeah. So I think I like this one a little bit better. I like the Reposado better than the Añejo.
But in terms of hitting a target audience, you think they're going to rope in more people who like Scotch or whiskeys with this?
I think maybe it like kind of brings them in, just a story.
Yeah. And maybe it's like the gateway. You give them the 14, and then you give them the 7, and then suddenly they like
they're
tequila.
Drinking Blanco, and they're doing shots with like lime and a thing of salt or whatever.
Doing body shots.
Yeah, maybe. It depends on the body. But
it's my fault. I started it.
Yeah, so maybe that is part of it. Maybe that's part of the draw because you figure, if you're a Scotch drinker or a bourbon drinker, a lot of times you're kind of set your ways. Yeah. This will kind of bring you in and say, "Hey, why don't you try this?" Yep. So I like it, but I like this better. I like the Reposado a little better.
I think that's fair.
So they're good. They're both really, really good. They're both sippers, and again, this is first impressions. We will. The videos will come out after we meet with the owner on a Zoom. So, and we'll try these again. So maybe, my opinion will change. Yeah. But as far as first impressions goes, I prefer the Reposado to the Añejo, but they're both very, very good.
Both really well made.
Yeah. So, cheers to you. Cheers to Storywood Tequila. And again, our fine friends at Big Thirst Marketing for thinking of us. Yeah. Don't you feel loved?
I do.
Oh, it's nice.
Cheers.
It's nice. Cheers.